Like Saturdays in the rocket summer, blue skies in the morning.
Hi, I wanted to do this video to talk about the Bare Minerals Ready Foundation. And I'm doing this because I watched a review by Goss makeup artist, Wayne Goss, who is awesome. If you're not familiar with his channel and you're into makeup, definitely check it out. He's wonderful. He has lots of great things to say, and he's got a great personality. I love him. But something that he just recently uploaded was how he talked about how much he hates this foundation. And I love this foundation. This is like the foundation I use every time I put foundation on. And so this is sort of my response to that and why I like it, and also how I use it. I will show you how I apply it and everything, in the brush I use and everything, in just a minute. But I definitely encourage people to try this because it's more natural ingredients. It is pricier, but it's better for your skin. And I've had this for about 5 months, and I have a ton of it left. Let me show you. Like, not even hitting pan or anything. And this is just awesome. It goes on. It's a very natural, creates a very natural look. I mean, I'm wearing it right now. And I just love it. So please give it a chance. Yeah, if you have any questions or anything, just leave them in the comments below. Thanks. All right, so obviously I don't have any makeup on or anything. Haven't done anything with my hair. Scary, I know, whatever. But I did, wash my face this morning and put some moisturizer on. And the first thing you do before you put this on, I got this at Ulta probably 5 months ago. And the girl at Ulta told me that if you're using this, you pretty much have to use a face primer. Otherwise, it's just not going to look good. And I have combination oily skin, especially in the warmer months. My skin is really oily. I have huge pores. And so I have to use this. So the primer that I use is the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer Light. And this stuff works great. So yeah, the girl at Ulta said basically don't use this foundation unless you use a primer, because otherwise it's going to make your pores look really big. It's going to settle into your lines. And it's just not going to look good. Okay, so after I get that on, oh, and by the way, if you're hearing like any kind of a knocking noise, I hope the camera's not picking it up, but I have my door shut and my cat keeps trying to come in here. So that's what that noise is. So the next thing the girl told me was that this is the brush that she recommended I use with it, and it is a Bare Minerals brush. It's just a angled flat top kabuki brush, and I really like it. And she told me that when you use it, here's what it looks like. She said you don't want to just like go swiping your brush in there, because it's going to fall. You're going to get fallout everywhere, and you're going to waste a lot of your product. And since this isn't cheap, you really don't want to do that. So how she showed me to do it, and what I do is, she said you just kind of press it in there and like wiggle it a little bit, and then you've got some on your brush, and then there's zero fallout. And she also told me not to just go like swiping it on my face. She said you want to kind of pat it in and press it into the skin. And so this is how she showed me to apply it. And obviously I'm not a makeup artist or anything. I'm not perfect. I don't think I have, perfect skin by any means, obviously. And I'm not trying to say I apply this perfectly, because, maybe there's people watching and you're like, oh, you're doing that terribly. That's fine. I really am just doing this so people give this a try, because, like I said, the girl Ulta said you really have to apply this a certain way, otherwise it's going to look bad. She said, I mean, it really is a good product, and I'd hate for it to be getting a bad name just because it's not being applied properly. And really the reason I like it, I mean, it gives me about maybe medium coverage, but it's definitely not full coverage, which I prefer. Unless it's like a special occasion where I really need full coverage, I prefer looking much more natural. And so as you can see, and I've got like some discoloration that I have to go on with my concealer, but it looks really natural, I think. I love it. It's lightweight. It doesn't irritate my skin or clog my pores. It's got, you know, natural ingredients in it, which I love. I really was so surprised that, you know, on Wayne Goss's review was that how it looked on his skin, but he used a different brush than this, and you couldn't see how he was getting it on his brush. So I don't know if he was kind of like just wiping it around, and that's why he got so much fallout from it. And it really did look terrible when he was applying it on, but he was doing it like this. He was like wiping it on, and it was very kind of cakey looking, and it did make him look really shiny, and it made his pores and lines look huge, which he all says in the video. But anyway, so I really don't know if it's just the technique and if you dab it in that helps, but my pores, I have big pores. I mean, naturally. Obviously, if you have oilier skin, you're most likely going to have larger pores. And so, I mean, I'm not exaggerating. Mine are like large, like you could fall in if you get too close, okay? And so this does not, as long as you use a primer anyway, does not make my pores look huge. It doesn't really settle into my line. And obviously you go in with your concealer and then do your full face makeup. I haven't used the loose foundation, the original Bare Minerals foundation. And so I don't know, I don't have anything to compare that to. I have it. I picked it up not too long ago, but I just haven't tried it yet. But another thing that Wayne says is that the colors are different. Like if you're a medium beige in the original, you're not going to be medium beige in this. They don't match. And that is annoying. But other than that, I really like this. If you're just going for a natural look and you want something that's not going to be as bad for your skin to be sitting on your face all day. So there you go. I hope that was helpful. I really think what the brush you use and the technique you use and using a primer are the keys to having this work for you. But I think it works great. I mean, again, like here's how it looks. I love it. Leave me a comment with if you have tried it, how it works for you, what kind of skin type you have, whatever your experience with it has been, good or bad. I definitely think it's worth a shot. So thanks a lot, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.
Like Saturdays in the rocket summer.